Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Oh yeah. Let me have some of that too, please. Give me that couch too. Oh yeah. No, there's no room for you.
Yeah, it is true.
She didn't have time to cover it up.
You have to be next to me, really, Jonathan? Really, Jonathan? You have to be next to me?
She sucked in a deep breath
Blame the
and tried to
edge.
calm her nerves. Needing to do something with her hands.
Okay, then go sit back to your couch.
While out of her bag and was about to
I'm sitting right here, homie.
vibrated with an incoming call. Thinking it was her client calling, she quickly grabbed her phone. When Zoe saw the number on her caller ID,
Oh,
she was
yeah.
in her contacts.
You're going
But the
live
phone
and
number
only?
that appeared on the
Yes,
screen
I'm
was
going
one
live.
etched in Zoe's memory.
Yeah, I'm going live. What are you talking
Still
about,
using
Jonathan?
a Scottsdale number, unlike Zoe, who had changed her phone number as soon as she moved to Phoenix.
You go away, please, Jonathan.
Her number now. Zoe
Jonathan, go away, please.
No, Jonathan, you're actually gonna like it over there at Franken's.
Zoe to pick up. She hesitated for
They got a
moment
lot
before
of
finally
stuff over
pressing
there
the
that
answer
you're not gonna want to leave out of
button.
that
To
damn
discuss
store.
my project by shouting at each other across the
For
room.
both of you guys.
That's this boy.
Blaine's voice was low.
You're the same thing, Dad, but you haven't been there at all.
Zoe was confused. Well, if I had
When
wanted to
Salvador
talk,
took me for the first time, I didn't want to leave.
here. Blaine said
What?
impatiently.
When we go back, she won't leave.
Zoe thought. It couldn't be him.
No,
She
really.
hurriedly opened her new client's file.
When, let's say if we all get good money and we save up to go back out there, well, you guys are not gonna want to leave until when it closes
Show up to client
completely.
meetings this unprepared. If so,
Because they're supposed to close tonight at 9 o'clock.
project. Clearly, Blaine was very dissatisfied with her work ethic. I'm so sorry. Zoe quickly apologized, already rising. I'll be right there. Zoe hung up the phone and quickly grabbed her things and walked
Yeah, I
to
know,
where
I see
Blaine
you
sat
too.
waiting. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you. Zoe apologized again.
You should have put everybody hashtag this boy get off live stream server.
Oh, you shut up, Jonathan.
Increasingly uncomfortable
I
with
would.
Blaine's silence and
No, Sal could
Zoe
do that
forced herself
too.
to smile and focus on work. She got straight to the point and asked, Dr. Dexter, do you have any specific ideas for your home's design?
Jonathan's in trouble.
Be so
You
excited.
hurt us.
Blame me, Jonathan's trouble. Kick the ass.
And
There are
Jonathan's in
so many styles
trouble.
to choose from,
Oh.
mid-century, retro, and revival, to name a few.
Hashtag Jonathan's in trouble.
Shabby chic is
Hashtag
out
pick-
and
get off the
post-grandma
live
is
stream.
in.
Hashtag pick his booger nose.
Not a grandma. Zoe
Hashtag
saw
go
Blaine
away.
raise his eyebrows.
Hashtag pick his booger
She
nose.
had started to babble out of nervousness, but Zoe couldn't
Man,
seem
you have
to
a
stop herself.
fatty.
What
What?
about furniture, antiques, or more modular
Babe,
pieces?
do you see it?
Some people prioritize style, others
What are you
comfort.
talking about?
Did you have
Look
a
at
specific
Jonathan's
color
nose.
scheme in mind? Color plays a huge role in any design. Setting the mood
I
for
don't
the
get
whole
it.
interior.
I have
You could
nothing
go
in mind.
monochrome for a clean, uncluttered look, or more eclectic. Think black and
talking
white
about?
with pops of
Something
bright
sticking
colors
out his
like red or
nose.
yellow.
I
Warm
don't know.
colors
Hold
can
on,
create a
Jonathan.
welcoming and cozy
could-
environment, where blues and grays can be soothing.
Jonathan, move your hand.
Zoe shoved her portfolio into Blaine's
Oh yeah,
hands.
yeah, it's your nose
Here are
hair,
recent
buddy.
examples of my work. If you see anything
Not that one,
catches your
Jonathan.
On the other side, buddy.
I can
On
give
the
you
other
the
side of your
design
nose.
you might want.
No,
Will, get out the
other one.
way.
Finally stopped
Get out the way.
talking.
Get out the
Other
way.
side.
Out of breath and wished there
Other
was a
side,
hole
Jonathan.
Other side, not that one.
to crawl into.
The other side of your nose.
Didn't open Zoe's portfolio. She figured he was probably
That
thinking
side.
of how quickly he could get Talon on the phone to have her fired.
Damn, dude. Look, now your eyes are watery.
I know, right? I pick up his nose, guys.
It hurts when you do watery eyes.
When you pull your hair.
When you pull
I
your
pick
hair,
his nose.
hair.
I pick his boogers today, guys. Y'all want to kiss it? Here. Y'all can kiss his boogers.
She'd been caught off guard when she discovered Blaine was her new client and had started
Are we taking?
Zoe had thought for
Oh,
certain
God.
he'd demand another designer be assigned to his project, but instead, Blaine had insisted they eat before discussing his design. After the restaurant's host
We need a
seated them
butler.
at their table, Zoe tried to
We need a
offer
butler.
another
Go get us
apology.
our drink.
I'm sorry about earlier. I was
Wait, why?
I'm not
You should have told
usually
Richard to
that
come.
talkative.
I thought you had a butler. His name is Richard Curry.
Yeah.
Richard Kerr doesn't want to come. He's freaking being gay.
Get to know her client before lunch.
No, he gonna say, well, you didn't tell me anything. Watch, if you tell him,
You
watch.
remember, Jonathan, we told him last week that we were going to Frankenstein.
was reading the menu and didn't look at Zoe as he
And didn't we ask him you wanted to go? Right?
The waiter approached and asked Zoe what she
Somebody send us a Uber Eats and bring us some drinks and food.
He wanted to go one day.
Yeah.
That's right for you.
Blaine frowned at Zoe's response
Hashtag
and
not
then
being
Too
broke.
bad.
variety of dishes.
Hashtag not being broke.
Didn't we tell him
Sharing with me.
that day
Waiter, as he closed
on that Tuesday that we didn't have school?
Dr. Dexter, I'm fine.
Don't you want to come with us to Frankenstein's on Wednesday? And he said he wanted to come,
Not wanting to annoy him
Yeah.
further, Zoe obediently
and that he wanted to do class in the morning.
and smelling the delicious
Hashtag not being broke.
her stomach growled loudly. She hadn't eaten since
And I guess he forgot.
went out as every dollar she made.
He'd rather be with his girlfriend, the other girl.
Zoe blushed. Blaine glanced at her face but didn't comment. Instead,
Somebody
he put
book
generous helpings of
text
various
Richard.
items on Zoe's plate. Zoe picked up her fork and took several bites.
I'll go laugh if he comes over here and
Again,
Cerritos.
She saw Blaine
I
wasn't
know,
eating.
right?
She couldn't help but ask, I thought you were hungry. Why aren't you eating? I don't want to eat right now. Don't worry about me. Blaine calmly replied, then looked out the window and no longer spoke. Zoe's intuition told her Blaine
But I hope I get the card that I can start saving that money.
His gray eyes were stormy and distant.
Huh?
He
I hope I
clearly
get the
had
card.
something on his mind.
Yeah. But first, we'll do it with them first to see if they can help you get it.
Okay.
Because it's telling you more info.
Zoe told him gently.
So we'll figure out something.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Zoe that 2 hours ago he saw a life disappear before his eyes. He'd done everything he could, but all of Blaine's skills weren't enough to save his patient, and she died on the operating table. He had thought that, as a doctor, he would eventually get used to seeing a life
Hold
lost.
on. Give me a
But
minute,
Blaine
guys.
now
Give me
knew
a
that death
minute.
was
Give me a
something you
minute.
never
Give
got
me a
used to.
minute. Give me a minute.
There was an indescribable heaviness in his heart, and it made his breathing a little ragged. Seeing that Blaine didn't want to talk about it, Zoe didn't say anything else. She just
Yeah, and
quietly
then you
looked
don't
down
even
at
get
the
me
risen
anything to
Blaine.
eat.
She shouldn't
Baby,
be
I don't have that
concerned
much,
about him,
baby.
but she couldn't help herself. Her mind was in chaos because of him.
But you warmed up something in the house for you before you left.
Looking down,
Baby, there only was one burrito. I was trying to look for another one.
lashes flitting against her cheeks. She was nervous. He watched as Zoe tucked a strand of her dark hair behind her ear. She'd worn it up today, but some long strands had escaped, falling gently around her face. It didn't seem possible, but Zoe was even more beautiful than he remembered. He closed his eyes for a moment, and Blaine's heavy heart seemed to calm. Due to Zoe's few words of gentle concern, he gradually felt a sense of relief. When Zoe finished eating, there was still a huge amount of food left. Blaine hadn't eaten anything. Instead, Blaine just sat across from her and watched her eat. Zoe wiped her mouth with her napkin. Thinking it was time to discuss his project, Zoe opened her mouth to speak, only for Blaine's phone to vibrate on the table with an incoming call. It was the hospital.
Da, da,
Picking
da,
up,
da,
Blaine heard David Wilson's
da,
voice.
da.
He was another surgeon in Blaine's unit. Hey Blaine, it's David. One of your patients has developed complications and may need emergency surgery. Which patient? Blaine frowned. A woman in room 304. David replied. Blaine sighed. He'd been afraid of this happening. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Have her prepped for surgery. I'm on my way. Blaine quickly hung up the phone. He reached into his wallet and pulled out a bunch of bills, dropping them on the table. Is there something urgent at the hospital? Zoe assumed that their design conversation was over before it had even started. Yes, I have a patient that needs emergency surgery. Blaine put away his phone and stood up. He looked
So
at
they have a
Zoe.
lot of stuff down there.
About the renovation.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I'll
good stuff
contact you
done,
when I
yeah.
have more time to talk.
You're not gonna want to leave until you
Zoe
see
nodded.
every
She
fucking
completely
thing,
understood his busy schedule.
aisle by
Blaine nodded
aisle.
and left the table, heading straight for the exit. Zoe
Nut
only looked
by
away
nut.
when Blaine straight
Ass
and
by
back
ass.
disappeared.
Bite dick, bite dick.
She felt
No, I'm talking about the Frankensteins. You probably gonna see every single guy in there.
He went into the locker room and changed
They're
into
way
a
younger than all of us.
gown
So
before
that's
heading to the
that.
surgical sinks
That
to
doesn't
scrub
matter.
off.
You don't like him his shit. Look, see that?
It will matter.
And joined him at the
I
scene.
gotta draw the guy though.
Blaine, don't stress too much about what happened.
Really, Jonathan? You're gonna do all the guys like that, Jonathan?
Look at him.
That's all you can do.
Yes.
Looking at him like, oh, ooh, puppy, come here.
Started to scrub his arm.
You said
Don't
it.
worry, I won't.
You're gonna look at him like, ooh, puppy, come here, puppy.
He then
Yeah.
asked.
Come here, puppy
By the way,
chulo.
the patient's family
Hey,
didn't cause
gay,
any trouble.
Jonathan.
He shook his head.
This guy,
They had already
he's like, gonna look at every single guy in there. He said, oh, puppy chulo, come here.
muttered to
I ain't
himself.
that
David looked at
you're
him and
gay.
smiled. You look much
Look,
better
he
than
took
when you
that
left the
guy.
hospital.
Oh, look, he's looking at other guys right now. You freaking gay ass.
Blaine
You
said,
never know, they
shrugging
might
it
be
off.
gay or
I'm
not.
just feeling a little better than I was this afternoon. Blaine looked at himself
should've
in
bought
the
my
mirror
stuff.
and tried to
Damn it.
ignore the slight ripple in his heart.
Hey, you should have burnt
The
your
water
nuts.
stopped and the disinfection was complete.
My nuts is right
Blaine
next
raised
to
his
you.
arms and walked towards the operating room.
Really,
See
Jonathan?
you in a
Yeah.
minute.
Really, you gotta say that to
Walked
me?
into the
Yeah,
room,
my nuts is
his
right
only
here
thoughts
next to
now
me.
of his patient.
So already talking to every
Zoe
movie.
arrived home from the
Really,
hotel.
Jonathan? You gonna say that to me, my ass?
Mother and
Yeah.
Ziva were watching TV.
Yeah.
Your nut is right next to you?
Zoe said,
Which is right here.
Mom, I got
You're
a part-time
gay,
job.
bro.
I only came home to change, and then I'm heading out again. Don't wait up for me.
You're
I'm not coming back tonight. I'm going to the
gay.
hospital to see Max after I get off work. Zoe, you work too hard. Her mother, Gloria, told her, sighing. You are a good girl.
Jonathan
Why
has
do
a
you torture
nut
yourself like this?
that he wants to
Mom,
look
I'm
at.
fine, really. You raised
So
a
any
strong
guy
girl.
wants to show their nutsack, go ahead, show Jonathan your nutsack.
Ziva snorted.
It could be any
She couldn't
flavor.
help but complain about her sister. Look at yourself, Zoe. You've grown so skinny over the past year that you're just skin and
Oh,
bones.
yeah, I said it.
Well, what
You
kind
know
of
how to
flavor you
treat
like,
yourself
Jonathan?
properly, she remarked. Zoe said
Chocolate
nothing as Ziva
Mexican.
continued. And you're worrying our
Like,
mother.
Well,
like
kind of
fish
cho-
oil-
well,
like
well-
fish oil kind.
Gloria
What
turned to
kind of
Zoe
chocolate?
hopefully.
You know I'm live?
No, I know you live.
Nephew is available.
What, on
He's
Facebook?
38, divorced and a
Yeah.
single father.
Yes, I know
He
you
has a
live.
young daughter.
You're
Mrs.
gay,
Bonaldo
Jonathan.
says he does very well in his job in sales.
I know
He
you
sounds like
live.
a good
Hello, I get
prospect who was
notifications
worth
from you.
meeting. Shall I arrange
Okay.
a blind date for you two? Zoe's head hurt when she heard her mother's earnest words. She had no interest in dating, but she didn't like hearing her mother was worried about her. Mom, it's not that I don't want to go on a date. It's just that Max's current physical condition complicates things. I can't bring someone new into our lives right now. It wouldn't be fair to them, and I would never want to be a burden to someone else.
La la
Zoe
la
explained. Ziva frowned in
la.
response. Zoe, Mom and I advised you to give up your baby. You refused to listen to us.
Good
Now
God,
he's
man.
sick and you have this burden to carry. What if all the stress caused? Before Ziva could finish, Gloria cut her off. Ziva, stop it. You're talking nonsense. If Max ever heard you say such things, how sad he would be. Ziva had enough decency to know she'd gone too far. Zoe, you know I love Max. I didn't mean that. Ziva was afraid that her sister would be sad, so she quickly backtracked. I don't mean to blame you for Max's illness. I just feel sorry for you. Seeing you work so hard makes me sad because I'm your sister.
Really? You think I'm in Lakewood? No, I'm not in Lakewood.
You and Mom are worried about me.
What, somebody
Alright,
texting you?
I promise you that once
Yeah.
Max's leukemia is cured, I will immediately go on as many dates
Charlie.
as you can find me, okay? I'll schedule breakfast, lunch, and dinner dates if it makes you both happy. Right now, though, I need to get ready for my new part-time job. Zoe smiled at them before she hurried off to change her clothes. After Zoe went into her bedroom and closed the door, Gloria and Ziva looked at each other. Neither wanted to say aloud what both were thinking. Zoe was putting her life on hold until her son was cured. But what if that day never came? What would happen to Zoe then? Blaine sat on a park bench outside the west wing of St. Mary's Hospital, enjoying the afternoon sunshine. His long legs were stretched out in front of him, and he'd closed his eyes to rest. Yesterday had been a long day with multiple surgeries and the death of his patient. Exhausted, Blaine had escaped outside between operations for some fresh air and had dozed in the warm autumn sun. Suddenly, Blaine felt something hit his foot. He opened his eyes in a daze. "I'm sorry," a soft voice said by Blaine's feet. Blaine looked down and saw a little boy holding a football. He blinked up at Blaine with his big, innocent eyes. The little boy was around
I'm going somewhere far.
It didn't affect his cuteness.
Not coming
He
back
was a very
to
handsome little guy. His eyes were unusually dark blue, and they shone brightly with curiosity and intelligence. This kid was going to be a heartbreaker. I'm sorry my bow hit your foot, the little boy repeated apologetically. Blaine couldn't help but smile as he said, "It's okay, no worries." "Are you a doctor?" the little boy asked curiously. He looked up at Blaine's white coat and the stethoscope around his neck. "Yes," Blaine nodded. "You're very handsome," the boy told him. "You're even more handsome than me. If Luna met you, she might not want to marry me anymore." As the little boy spoke, he tried to climb onto the bench Blaine was sitting on. Because he was too short and the bench was too tall, he was expending a lot of effort but couldn't climb up. Seeing his funny face all scrunched up in frustration, Blaine couldn't help but laugh. He reached out and helped the little boy. He settled onto the bench beside Blaine and they sat side by side. "Thank you, doctor." The little boy smiled happily. He swung his little legs back and forth. "What's your name?" Blaine asked, bumping his shoulder gently. "My name's Max." "Doctor, what's your name?" The little boy asked in his childish voice, blinking his big eyes as he looked at Blaine. "My name is Blaine Dexter," he told him. "Dr. Dexter?" The little guy opened his eyes wide and looked at the tall and handsome doctor in front of him in surprise. Max studied Blaine, looking him over from top to bottom. "Dr. Dexter, are you a brain surgeon?" Blaine raised his eyebrows in surprise. "Yes, I am a doctor in the neurology department." Blaine stretched his arm along the back of the bench and turned to look at the little boy next to him curiously. "Are you a new professor at the hospital?" Max asked.
We have to wait for another hour, baby.
Blaine nodded. "Do you live in a penthouse downtown?"
He's gonna be coming in an hour.
Blaine said. "Is your family loaded with strong political influence?" Max continued. Blaine stifled a laugh. "Hey kid, are you a detective? Is your voice so sexy that nurses have babies when they hear it?" Max continued. Blaine didn't know whether to laugh or cry. "You can't say that, Max."
I gotta charge my phone.
Max asked, remembering the nurse's conversation. Blaine shook his head.
Is there a plug on here, Jonathan?
"But you're supposed to be Phoenix's most eligible bachelor." The little boy looked at him regretfully. Blaine thought he was funny. He couldn't help but tease Max. "I have a girlfriend. Why are you acting like it's a bad thing?" Max lowered his head and played
there's a
with
plug
the
right
ball in his
there.
lap, obviously disappointed. "I hope
all
you
the way
do
up
have
there.
a
How you gonna
girlfriend so
charge
I could introduce
I don't know, I just stack all of this up together and then go all the way up there.
Blaine was stunned.
I don't know what he's trying to
"Do you
say.
have a daddy?"
Babe,
Blaine asked.
right there. You see that?
Yes, I know.
"My
Oh,
daddy
I will
and
put that
mommy
like
don't
that.
live together," Max
So-
said glumly. "I see." Blaine felt bad for the kid.
Be like a Spider-Man.
"Dr.
You see if you
Dexter,
can do it, jump
my
like
mommy
that.
works hard and she still takes good care
I
of
doubt
me.
you can.
She comes to see me
I'm gonna
every
chug
day,"
one of these
Max
plugs.
told him. "She's
Hey,
beautiful
Jonathan.
and kind. She loves me very much and she is super
Hey,
strong.
Jonathan, I feel like I'm
She's so
plugging
good.
the.
But every time my grandma introduces a date to mommy, she doesn't want to go because I'm sick. She wants to stay with me. Dr. Dexter, do you
It's the other
think
side,
my
Jonathan.
boyfriend is crazy for my
It's the other side, dude.
Blaine felt an inexplicable ache around his heart. Dr. Dexter,
I know.
the little boy suddenly asked
You have to
him.
remove the cable.
Max's voice
I know,
sounded
right?
low.
Just leave it there.
Worse, Blaine told him. Blaine had no idea what disease Max was suffering from, but he knew that he must be very ill. Given his bald head, Max probably had a form of cancer and was undergoing chemotherapy. The little guy sighed. "If I fall asleep one day and never wake up again, then my mommy will cry and be so sad. My friend Maria fell asleep and didn't wake up, and her mommy couldn't stop crying. I don't want to see my mommy cry too, so I hope that I get better soon." Blaine's throat felt a little dry and hoarse. Facing this small patient beside him, he couldn't say anything to comfort him, because he didn't know what to say. The two sat beside each other thinking, neither saying anything to the other for a while, but enjoying each other's company nonetheless. "Okay, right." The little guy seemed to have suddenly thought of something. He put his little hand in his pocket and fished around for something before pulling out a small object. Holding it up for Blaine's inspection, Max asked, "Dr. Dexter, do you think you can use this thing?" Blaine was speechless. It was a condom. It was brightly wrapped and seemed to be some sort of a giveaway sample for a new brand Blaine had never
Hold
heard.
up, guys.
Seeing
Hold
Blaine's
up.
strange expression, the little guy looked confused
I'm gonna
and
check
a little
my
embarrassed.
cameras.
Max
Secure
scratched
cameras.
his bald head and his face turned
Oh,
red before
shit.
admitting. Mommy said that it would
Oh,
be
the
very
fuck
bad to
happened
show
here?
it to anyone, but Mommy sells things to help cure me. So I thought I could sell these things too. Mommy says honest work is always good, and she's not embarrassed if it helps cure Max. So, Dr. Dexter, can you use this thing? If you need it, you can buy it from me, and I have more too, Max offered. The little guy blinked his innocent eyes and hopefully stared at Blaine. Blaine was both charmed and horrified. He had never met a child like Max before.
Bitch.
The little guy still held the condom in his hand and waved it in front of Blaine's face. Max grew serious, and he lowered his voice a bit when he asked, "Do you know what this thing is used for, Dr. Dexter?" I asked Mommy, but she wouldn't tell me. Blaine was curious about what kind of a mother could raise such an innocent yet mischievous child like Max. "Your mother is right not to tell you," Blaine told him with a smile. "But my mommy said that even men need to use it. Mommy said Max is still a little boy. I don't need this thing yet," she told me. "But one day I'll be a big guy and then I should use it too." Max smiled and looked satisfied, obviously eagerly awaiting the day he found out what the mystery object did. Blaine didn't know what to say. He finally understood what kind of mother could teach such a son. A very strong and patient one. Blaine was growing more and more interested in this mother. Blaine reached into his pocket for his wallet. "All right, I'll buy all the things you have." "Really?" The little boy's eyes lit up with excitement. Max's little hands eagerly dug around in his pockets as he pulled out condom after condom. "I took these from my mommy's bag so that I could help her make
I gotta wait for another
18
hour.
condoms out of his pockets. Blaine didn't want to think about what Max's poor mother would say if she knew he was outside selling these things. Max carefully counted. "Dr. Dexter, I have 18 things to sell. Each of them costs 50 cents. How much is it in total?" Max started to count on his fingers but gave Blaine a confused look. "That's $9 total," Blaine told him. He took out a $20 bill and handed it to Max. "Here you go. I don't have anything smaller, so you can keep the rest too." Max grinned and jumped off the bench. He stood in front of Blaine and stuck his hand out so that they could shake on their deal. "Thank you, Dr. Dexter.
Who the fuck is in front of my door?
To find me," he said as they shook hands, and Blaine choked back a laugh. Max, where are you?"
The fuck?
Suddenly someone was calling Max's name. "Nurse Luna." Max turned around and grinned. "Nurse Luna, I'm over here." Blaine quietly tucked the 18 condoms into his pocket. The nurse ran towards Max. "Didn't you promise to wait for me by the fountain?" she asked in an angry tone. "I'm sorry. I kicked the football and it kept rolling, so I had to chase it far." "Nurse Luna, I want to introduce you to my new friend." Max pointed to Blaine on the bench. "This is Dr. Dexter, whose voice can make nurses have babies," he introduced. Blaine had the sudden urge to stitch
Oh
the
my
little
god.
monster's mouth
Oh my
shut.
god. Go back to bed.
Luna started when she heard what Max said. She was initially stunned when she saw Blaine on the bench. In the next moment, her face turned red from embarrassment. "Hello, Dr. Dexter," Luna said in shock. "Hello," Blaine replied politely. Unlike a moment ago when Blaine had let his guard down while talking to Max, now there was not much expression on his handsome face. Max dropped his football at that moment and it started rolling away. As Max ran after it, Blaine asked Luna quietly, "Can you tell me what's wrong with the little guy?" Luna's eyes clouded as she quietly answered him. "Leukemia, I'm afraid." Blaine frowned. This little guy had such a disease. "Have you found a match for a bone marrow transplant?" Blaine asked with concern, fearing the nurse's answer. Luna shook her head sadly as she looked over at Max chasing his ball. "The family has all been tested and no one is a match. I've been searching for a donor all over the city for over a year without success." Blaine felt the same ache around his heart as earlier at Luna's answer. He knew how difficult it was to find a bone marrow donor. A patient's best chance of finding a match would Sighing, Blaine stood up. I still have one more surgery. I should get back inside. Okay, you go ahead and do your thing. Luna's face was still red. Goodbye, Dr. Dexter. Max waved, looking a bit glum. He didn't want to say goodbye to Blaine yet. Goodbye, buddy. I'll see you around.
I love to do.
With an affectionate pat on Max's head, he walked away. Luna sighed as she watched Blaine leave. He's so handsome, she mumbled. Yes, and loaded. Max nodded in agreement, thinking about how he'd sold all of his things to Dr. Dexter. You know. Luna looked at Max beside her and then at the back of the man who had just left. I never noticed before, but seeing you two together, you and Dr. Dexter kind of look alike, she stated. Yes, Max agreed, because we're both so handsome. He chuckled. Blaine was in the locker room changing his clothes in preparation for surgery. As he took off his white coat, Max's 18 condoms spilled out all over the floor. Dude, David exclaimed and started laughing. Blaine, what have you got planned for after work? And can I join you? Blaine bent down to pick up the condoms. If I were to tell you that these were sold to me by a 4-year-old pint-sized hustler, would you believe me? What? No way, you're lying. David laughed so hard he couldn't talk for a moment. Hearing his phone ringing, Blaine ignored David's laughter and picked it up. Zoe was calling, which surprised him. Hello? Blaine answered.
I need to charge my phone.
I choose this one. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
No, not the camera. I forgot to bring my social stick. We're good. Good for now.
It's a hot sauce. That's exactly what it is. And you won a brand new liveLiveworld. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. Now here's the thing. Now, just so you guys know, you get one favorite prizes. So keep that in mind. That's why the prizes are really good. Because if you get it wrong, you have to forfeit all your prizes. All right, Jesse, you're up next. All right. So we've already done these two. These two are already done. So you have one here. We have 1, 2 here. It's up to you. Alright, I guess let's go with you. Okay. Think about it. Is that milk? It's milk. It's milk. And guess what? Because it's milk, you have won AirPods. You got AirPods. Okay. Alright, so here's the thing. Okay, you sure that's the one you want? Now we have 2 left. Now keep in mind, one of these prizes is really, really good. Yes, one of them is really good. They're both good. One of them is not as good as the other. Let's just put it this way. One of them's worth a lot of money, one is different. Yeah, now here's the thing. This one? Okay. What does that taste like? It's not bad, is it? Is it bad? If you get it wrong, you have to forfeit your prizes. Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It's what to this prize. It could be any one of you, and you can pick who you want it to be. But remember, if you get it wrong, you'll have to forfeit all of your prizes. All of your prizes. So this one is on one person. Everyone will have to give up their prizes if this person gets this next one wrong. Okay, huh? Or you can win the prize.
Okay, feeling confident? Or are you feeling confident? What do you think? Who was next?
Who was next? Was it technically? It was technically you, but someone else can take the reins here. But if you get it wrong, remember, if it's wrong, then everyone loses all their prizes. They all go right here, and they can.
I just got it.
Yeah.
What's it?
You go for it? All right.